What if your vegetables could last for years without a fridge, freezer, or a single chemical? While most homes rely on electricity and preservatives, the Amish silently use ancient techniques that naturally keep vegetables fresh for months, even years. From bubbling crocks of sauerkraut to underground root cellars, their methods are simple, powerful, and proven. In this video, we'll uncover how the Amish ferment, can, dry, and store vegetables without modern technology. These old-world skills, passed down through generations, teach us sustainability, nutrition, and true self-reliance. Don't forget to subscribe for more off-grid living tips, survival wisdom, and Amish life hacks. Let's get started. Fermentation is a cornerstone of Amish food preservation, valued not only for its effectiveness, but also for its health benefits. This ancient method relies on beneficial bacteria to naturally preserve vegetables like cabbage, cucumbers, carrots, and beets. The process begins by salting the vegetables, which draws out moisture and forms a brine. This brine creates an oxygen-free environment where natural bacteria convert sugars into lactic acid, a powerful preservative. The result is food that's tangy, flavorful, and rich in probiotics, which support digestion and overall wellness. Unlike modern preservation methods that often rely on heat or chemicals, fermentation enhances nutritional value and flavor. For the Amish, fermented foods like sauerkraut and pickled beets are essential pantry staples. Properly stored in cool, dark places such as root cellars, these fermented vegetables can last for years, all without electricity. Water bath canning is a foundational method that the Amish use to preserve fruits and vegetables for the long haul. Though it appears simple, boiling jars to seal them, it requires precision and care. The Amish begin by cleaning and sterilizing jars, then pack them tightly with prepared produce like peaches, tomatoes, or green beans. These jars are then immersed in boiling water for a set time, which destroys harmful bacteria, molds, and yeasts. As the jars cool, a vacuum seal forms, locking out contaminants and sealing in freshness. Unlike freezing, this method doesn't require electricity, and the canned goods retain excellent flavor, color, and texture. Properly stored in a cool, dark place, these jars can remain safe and of good quality for 1 to 3 years, with some sources suggesting up to 5 years. For Amish families, well-stocked shelves of home canned produce are a dependable and convenient source of nourishment all year round. Unlike fermentation, which uses salt and thyme, pickling depends on vinegar to preserve food. The Amish expertly pickle a wide variety of foods: cucumbers, beets, onions, even eggs, by submerging them in a vinegar-based brine mixed with salt, sugar, and spices. This brine's high acidity kills harmful bacteria, making the food shelf-stable for years. An unopened jar of Amish pickles can last up to 1 to 2 years when kept in a cool, dark pantry. Beyond preservation, pickled foods develop rich, tangy flavors that often improve with age. For the Amish, pickling is more than a method. It's a tradition that transforms simple garden produce into long-lasting, flavorful staples that support their self-reliant way of life year-round. While fat sealing is traditionally used for meats, the Amish have adapted similar methods to preserve vegetables by using fat as a natural barrier. Cooked or sautéed vegetables, such as green beans, carrots, or mushrooms, are submerged in melted lard, butter, or tallow, then sealed in jars. As the fat cools and hardens, it forms an airtight layer that prevents air and bacteria from spoiling the food. This method locks in moisture and flavor, allowing vegetables to extend the shelf life of vegetables compared to leaving them exposed. When reheated, the fat not only protects, but also enhances the taste, creating rich, satisfying dishes. For the Amish, old-world way to extend the life of cooked vegetables through the winter months. While salting is best known for preserving meat, the Amish also use it to extend the shelf life of vegetables. Salt draws moisture out of sliced vegetables like cabbage, cucumbers, or green beans, creating a hostile environment for bacteria. The process reduces spoilage and allows vegetables to be stored safely for months without refrigeration. In many cases, salted vegetables are later rinsed, soaked, or combined with vinegar or spices to make flavorful side dishes or additions to meals. Though the saltiness lingers, the result is a rich, tangy, and satisfying taste. This traditional method is simple, effective, and perfectly suited for long-term storage. For the Amish, salting vegetables is a reliable way to enjoy harvests well into the winter season. While traditionally used for meats, the Amish also smoke certain vegetables to preserve them and enhance their flavor. Using wood-burning smokehouses and hardwoods like hickory, apple, or oak, vegetables such as peppers, garlic, onions, and even corn are slowly smoked until their moisture content is reduced. The smoke forms a protective coating that deters bacterial growth and extends shelf life. When stored in cool, dry conditions, smoked vegetables can last for several months while retaining their bold, smoky flavor. This method not not only preserves but also transforms the taste, adding depth and character to soups, stews, and side dishes. For the Amish, smoking vegetables is a natural and flavorful way to make seasonal harvests last longer without modern refrigeration. Drying is one of the oldest and most effective methods the Amish use to preserve vegetables without relying on electricity. Vegetables like green beans, carrots, corn, onions, and peppers are sliced and dried using sun, open air, or gentle heat from wood-burning stoves. This process removes moisture, stopping the growth of bacteria and mold and making long-term storage possible. Once fully dried, the vegetables are packed into cloth bags or sealed in glass jars, where they can remain usable for years. Lightweight and space-saving, dried vegetables retain much of their flavor and nutrients and can be easily rehydrated for soups, stews, or casseroles. For the Amish, drying is a simple, dependable way to preserve garden harvests all year long. The Amish commonly use root cellars, underground storage spaces that harness the Earth's natural insulation to maintain a steady, cool temperature throughout the year. These dim, slightly damp environments are ideal for storing root vegetables like potatoes, carrots, beets, onions, and turnips. Unlike refrigerators, root cellars don't freeze or dry out produce. Instead, they keep vegetables alive but dormant, allowing them to retain their natural flavor, texture, and nutrients for 6 months or more. This method also lets some vegetables, like carrots and beets, sweeten over time. For the Amish, root cellars are a reliable, electricity-free way to extend the shelf life of fresh garden produce through the cold winter months, proving that nature can still outmatch modern appliances. The Amish also store root vegetables like carrots, beets, and turnips in ash, layering them in wooden boxes or barrels to extend freshness deep into winter. This time-tested method, used by cultures around the world for centuries, is completely chemical-free, off-grid, and remarkably low cost. For the Amish, ash storage is a practical, natural solution that blends simplicity with long-lasting results, preserving food quietly and effectively. Though not a preservation technique in the traditional sense, bartering plays a vital role in the Amish approach to keeping food fresh and varied. Families often trade homemade goods, like jars of pickled onions, smoked meats, dried fruits, or fermented vegetables, with one another. This exchange system ensures that no household is stuck with too much of one item, preventing waste and promoting dietary variety. Bartering also encourages community bonding and allows each family to focus on what they do best, whether it's fermenting cabbage, drying peaches, or curing meats. In this way, preservation becomes a shared effort that benefits the entire Amish community. The Amish do not just preserve vegetables, they preserve ancient wisdom. Using fermentation, pickling, drying, and even ash sealing, they store food for years without electricity or chemicals. These time-tested methods reflect tradition, health, and respect for nature. In a world driven by convenience, the Amish remind us that the oldest ways, rooted in simplicity and sustainability, can still be the most powerful and enduring. If modern systems failed, could you preserve your food like the Amish? Let us know in the comments. If you found this video eye-opening or inspiring, be sure to like, share, and subscribe for more timeless wisdom and survival stories from around the world.